So today we're going to build an agent that's going to enhance images. So here's an example of an image that is quite grainy. I actually intentionally made this image by making a very small thumbnail, putting it into a PowerPoint and then expanding it. And so it just makes it a little bit grainy. So let's come over to agentrage.com, which is this. And here are the 3 steps, right? First one is we've got to give it a title, a description, and then the actual prompt, which is the meat of it all. And then the tools, if we specified any tools, we have to put in there. So we are going to need a couple tools. We're going to use Google AI's platform, which is the brains of it all. And then we'll also use Replicate. Replicate is via API to a host of tools. And the specific tool within Replicate is going to be Nightmare that I just learned about. Apparently Nightmare is gone, something like that, is going to enhance images. So we're going to give it a shot. And so what do? We need to come up with a title. We need to come up with a description. We need to come up with a prompt. But we're not going to do that ourselves. We're going to ask Gemini, LLM, to do that for us. So the prompt we're going to give it is literally write a prompt for an agent to take an image and enhance it. That's it. You probably want to put agentrage.com as well. So that way it knows you want it in this particular format because the instructions are down here. All the quick tips, the variables within tips itself tells you, for example, if you want to, drop down? If you want to drop down some menu that can show you multiple options to select, you want to put it in this format. So give all this to Gemini as well, and it'll give you the prompt in the correct format, and then you paste it in here. So let's give this a shot. Write a prompt for an agent to take an image and enhance it, and let's see what it comes up with. The title, the Image Enhancer Pro. So let's copy all of these one by one. So here's the title. I like how it put emojis there too. And then transform your photos. There you go. Let's grab the description. Let's put that in there. And it said this is for basically users that would come to Agent Rage. It says transform your photos from dull to stunning. This agent uses cutting edge replicate AI models to dramatically enhance your uploaded images. Options like upscaling resolution. Okay, great. Sounds awesome. And then this is an option that I have as an admin. You don't necessarily need this. You can have users put in their own Gemini key, so you're not being charged. And then let's go over here. We'll grab the meat. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time reading this. I'm just going to assume it works. If it doesn't work, we can come back and troubleshoot it. Come back over here. So I know I did a little bit of research. I know I need Gemini, and I know I need Replicate. I'm going to give it both those tools, and then you just hit publish. And now we have the Image Enhancer Pro. Run this. And so here's the description. Here's the name. It's created by me. It's a free agent. And so we'll give it that grainy image from before, which was this. Let go. Okay, so far so good. And then I'm just going to say enhance the image and make it more fair. I guess you could be more specific. Let's get a JPEG and see if this works. Thinking about it. So it's basically taking that image, sending it over to Gemini, and then from there it's sending it to Replicate, and then Replicate is sharing this link. Let's go. And if we throw it up here. Oh, interesting. Okay, so let's look at the difference. Here's the before. See, it's like grainy down here, and then up here is nice and clear. Okay, and did it to the other side as well. Interesting. The words themselves are a little bit different. I don't know why in my mind I was thinking I would be able to read this book. Like it would be that enhanced. But it is what it is. Okay, and that's an agent available on agentrage.com. So it's super easy to make an agent, and if you get 100 people to use your agent, and you get 1,000 runs of it, then you can monetize that agent and start making 90% commission off of that agent. And then in the community section, you can come here and put in your technical support ticket if something's not working for you. Looking forward to seeing you here. Have a good one.